Well, hello. This is some footage from my studio of the process of creating the artwork for the United Oil Carson building. What you see me working on here is sections of a 32-foot half circle, basically. It's a 16-foot diameter, 32-foot circumference there, that goes onto the ceiling of this building. I've got 4 of the panels, I think, laid out here to do this grinding work on, and in order to do that, I've built a big table, and I've been able to clamp them down so that all the seams line up. Before we started recording, I think I was doing all the work that I could standing alongside of the table. Generally, when I work on these things, I've either got them up on an easel or I've got them on a table and I'm able to stand next to it and do the grinding. But at this point, in order to get this curl, the angles and everything, you kind of required I get up on top of it. I'm not normally straddling my artwork when I'm working. It's just this job kind of required it a little bit, and so it makes interesting footage, but it's not typical. What you're going to see, I think this is about 9.5 minutes of various tools and kind of walking through developing this one section. So I may speak up here every now and then, but I'm going to just let the video kind of run its course. You know, watching me take my shoes off. Basically, these are 4 by 8 foot long panels, and I've been up there on top of them, off to the side where it hadn't been ground. And in order to get the right angle on this, I'm kind of scooting myself out onto the freshly ground aluminum, and I'm afraid of grinding at dust. If you can see it on everything that's been picked up from the cutting back into what I've just ground, so that's why I want to make sure I get my shoes off. And it's also why everybody's wearing gloves. You can't touch this freshly ground aluminum with your bare hands. The oils in your skin will oxidize and tarnish it.
Hold on to this. Now we're looking at it. What you want this to be?
Yeah. Okay, then you're gonna have to get my knee back over. Watch your hands. This will cut you.
I know. Just hold on. Yeah, there you go. Now you're in front.
Some of the things like this tool is potentially dangerous. Basically, this is not the way if you just decide you want to pick up some grinders and start working on something, what you want to think about. In this case, I'm trying to create a larger score pattern in a coarser cut, and I've got these pneumatic tools to do that with. But I've mounted a disc there that is somebody would use for grinding something very coarsely, and I watch that I don't spin that RPMs up on that machine so that this disc would fly apart, come flying off on you. It's a little. I'm kind of hesitant a little bit. I need to publish this little video because I've got people that I want to see this that are involved in the project. But going on to YouTube, anybody's going to see it, and if you think, well, that's a great idea, I'm just going to run out and do that. You want to be careful. This will, stuff like that can potentially go flying off and really hurt somebody or something. Not the one I want. Like I said, this is probably 9.5 minutes of me just going back and forth over this metal trying to get it right. I'm going to be kind of tediously tracing this line so I feel like I've got a really nice arch and a nice curl in the grind pattern. that seamlessly fits across the from one panel to the next, and depicts the larger swirl that I'm trying to get here. So probably more footage than you really want to sit and watch all together.
You know, you could add another tank to your setup.
Yeah, I put it up on top of my clean room there, so it means forklift, and I mean, I may do it at some point. I have more control because of the rheostat with.
I know, with the electric.
Yeah, so where I thought this was going to be my main tool. It's more of a backup tool, kind of specialty things. So it's really worked out that, I'm surviving.
Yeah.
What we're talking about there is the pneumatic tool bogs down a little bit. It takes a lot of air to drive some of these tools, and in setting up the shop, I could have put in bigger tanks, and it means that I focus on other tools rather than these pneumatics as my main workhorse. Another tool that would not be smart to just go out and do without thinking about it. This is a big piece of Luan ply, a disc, so I can mount a 12-inch abrasive disc to it. In this case, because that's one of the electric tools, I've got a rheostat on that, so I can lower the amount of electricity going to the tool and force it to rotate slower. If that was revved up to as fast as the tool wants to go, it would be, it's likely it would go flying off at some point, and it could be pretty dangerous. So, don't do this at home. Well, that's pretty much it. That's the progress happening on this job here for Carson.